Hello, and thanks for joining us again. We're doing the postnatal classes for the period of about 6 to 12 weeks after you have given birth. Today we're going to focus on the core because we always have to focus on the core at this period. And then we're going to focus mostly on the lower body. So it complements the other classes that you can find on the website. We're going to start with the elevator exercise. And I'm going to use an image that I learned from a great teacher called Lolita San Miguel, who started with Joseph Pilates. It's called the elevator. So you can place your hands on the top of your head if you want, just to give yourself a sense of lifting, or just keep them by your side. And imagine your pelvic floor muscles as an elevator. So Lolita says, think that you're in the basement and you're going to close the door of the elevator, meaning engage your pelvic floor muscles. The sphincters draw in. Now start going up. You go to ground floor and first floor and second floor. Hold it up and slowly the elevator goes down and down and down. And Lolita says, go to the basement and open the door, meaning release. And again, close the door and lift up and up and up. It's all happening internally, so you cannot see much on the screen, but Anita is working inside. And then the elevator goes down and down and down and open the door. Close the door, engage your sphincters, engage your pelvic floor and lift. And see if you can go higher, and maybe now to the fourth floor. Hold it up at the fourth floor and then slowly control as you go. 3, 2, 1, down and release. And this exercise is great to do. You can relax as much as you can throughout the day. It will really benefit you. We're going to lie on the back now and start with small pelvic tilts, both going backwards and going sideways. So Anita, when you're ready, make sure your feet are about hip width apart. You're going to draw the abdominals deep in and just tilt the pelvis back. If you have taken the pre-Pilates exercises, the pre-Pilates classes, you will be familiar with what we call the pelvic clock, when you go around the clock and on the clock face. So we're going from 6 to 12 now. Exhale to draw the abdominals deep in and tilt. By the way, these classes are absolutely appropriate for you, and you can do them at this period as well. Very gentle classes with a lot of awareness in them. Twice more. Tilting back and tilting forward, tilting back and tilting forward, and stop. Now we go from side to side. So it's 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. The pelvis becomes heavier on the right and center, heavier in the left and center, heavier on the right. And here it's a bit strange. How do I breathe? Just breathe as you like, whatever feels natural and comfortable, and just keep moving from side to center to side. Many women, or most maybe, or all, carry the pregnancy on one side for a certain period, and so the pelvis can be a little bit imbalanced, and you may feel like rotating to one side is more natural than to the other side. So maybe stay a little bit longer where it feels less natural, where you need to put a little bit more work and recover the muscles. Okay, and that's enough. Let's do the knee open close. So now the pelvis will be stable, the abdominals will stay drawing in, and we just open the right knee to the side, and then use the abdominals to pull back. We don't really use the abdominals, it's an image, but you can really feel the relationship between the inner thighs and the abdominals. Right leg out and pull back. Left leg out and feel the relationship of inner thighs into the abdominals. Inner thighs through pelvic floor into the abdominals. And I can really feel here, I'm feeling Anita's back, and even on the back I can feel that deep engagement that she's creating. And that's enough. Let's stretch the right leg out, and we're just going to work the foot. A lot of women retain a lot of fluid in the ankle area, so it would be good to mobilize that. Anita, can you move back a little for me so your foot is on the mat? That's great. And now, Draw the toes towards you and stay there and feel like you reach out through the heel, far out, and then point your foot away. And then draw the toes towards you, all 5 toes, and reach out through the heel. Some of you are going to feel a stretch in the calf muscle, and then point. And flex. The calf muscles get really tight also through pregnancy because of all the postural changes. So stretching them, even so gently, a lot of women are going to feel that. And point. And twice more. Is that okay? And point. And one more. Flex. And point. And let's change legs. All the toes draw back and point away. And draw back and point away. And draw back and away. Couple more. Back and away. Bringing this area back to life. Strength, mobility, flexibility. And stay there. Reach away through the heel. And relax the foot. Bend your knees. That's it. And let's place the legs together. And bring the arms up towards the ceiling. And just a couple of times, open the arms out to the sides. Reach out and stretch. And draw them back. And just one more time. And stay there for me. Reach as far out as you can. And now we do a little addition to an exercise that you probably know. Just a simple knees from side to side. So let's say as the legs go to your left, just look to your right. Rotating through the whole spine. And then draw the abdominals deep in. Bring the legs back and the head to center. And alternate sides. And everything back to center. Knees to the left, face to the right, and pull back to center. And we don't go very far. We just feel that counter rotation in the spine between the head and the pelvis. One side and back to center, and in the other direction and back to center, and one more each. And that's great. Let's separate the feet. And even though we're looking at the lower body today, I would like to do the head lifts because it's important to do that. So if you've done the upper body class, you will know that. And if not, just follow us. We're going to put the hands on the abdominals and we're going to use the hands to draw the 2 sides of the recti muscles, the 6-pack, towards the midline. So on the breath out, as you breathe out, lift your head to look forward and squeeze them together. And then rest your head back. And again, on the breath out, you pull the abdominals in, lift your head, and look at your hands as they draw the muscles into the midline, and then go back down. And just 3 more. Exhale to lift up. And you go down. Exhale to lift up. And you go down, and last one, lift up and squeeze the abdominals into the midline and relax back down. That's great. We're going to lie on our side again, a position that you should be familiar with or you might be familiar with. And now we're going to focus on the lower body. But again, because it's a post-pregnancy class, we're going to focus on the abdominals. So just the one time, breathe into your tummy, the deep abdominal breathing. And then draw deep in. You know what? Let's do it one more time. Deep breath in and pull back. And now hold the abdominals in. Just feel them in as you rotate the leg. The knee comes up, the clams, and the knee goes down. And the knee goes up, and the knee goes down. And the knee goes up and down. And maybe exhale as you lift the knee. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Check your abdominals with your hand. Exhale to lift. And down. And last one, Anita. Up. And down. Great. Please stretch your leg all the way out. Good. Maybe place your hand either on the abdominals or on the hip. Keep the pelvis stable. And now we're going to lift the leg up. And once again, flex the foot. Point the foot. Lower the leg down. Lift up, flex. So another opportunity to articulate and stretch. And down, And we go up and flex and point and down. Up and flex, point and down. Is that okay? Up and flex and point and down. Let's do twice more. Now think about your abdominals and think about your breath. Keep breathing and keep the abdominals in, flex and point and relax everything down. That's great. Bend your knee over knee and sit up for me, and we're going to do the other side. So again, let's face our friends at home. That's all right, that's great. As you guys at home know better than I do, or at least as good as I do, memory needs to recover as well. Take your time, we'll be fine. So, we're doing the deep abdominal breathing. You're going to breathe into your hand, and you're going to exhale and pull the abdominals deep in. Breathe into your hand, and pull in, and now hold the abdominals in. And rotate the leg up and down. Feel all right? And up and down. So you work the abdominals to stabilize the pelvis. You work your spinal back muscles to keep it upright. You work the leg muscles to rotate. Couple more. Good. And let's stretch the leg out and maybe put the hand on the hip with the thumb behind. With that one finger here in the front, you should be able to feel that the abdominals are still drawing in. Can you feel that? Great. And we go up and flex and point and down. We go up and flex and point and down. And we go up and flex and point and down. And three more. Up. Stretch, point, and down and up. Think about your abdominals. Think about the breath. And last one, up and flex and point and relax down. Bend knee over knee. And Anita, please lie on your back again. And we're going to work the inner thighs a little bit. So it might feel a little bit strange. You don't have to, but you can try. I want you to put your feet together. Good. And just put your hands between your inner thighs, just like that. Is that all right? Good. Now we're going to work the lowest part of the inner thigh muscles, and we're going to keep the pelvis as stable as you can. On the breath out, draw the abdominals deep in, lift your elevator, and try to squeeze on your hands. Can you feel that? Good. And then just let go. So the knees stay together, the feet are together, and squeeze on your hands. That's it, and you can see the abdominals drawing in. She can feel, right, the pelvic floor engaging, the elevator lifting inside her and integrating that with the inner thigh muscles. And that lower portion is really important for pelvic stability. When I say lower, I mean the one closest to the groin. Can we do three more? Squeeze and a little bit more, hold for a bit longer. And release, and squeeze and hold a little bit longer. Lift your elevator higher, and release. And last one, maybe you can go all the way up to the roof with the elevator, higher and higher and higher and higher, and release. Good. Looks very simple, but it's very effective. Let's lie on the front now. And we're going to work the back of the body. So Anita, if you can come a little forward so you're on the mat, just a tiny bit, yeah, your feet on the mat, and rest your forehead on your hands. Is that okay? Great. And please flex your feet, draw the toes under, that's it, and relax your knees to the ground. Okay, now on the breath out, I want you to draw the abdominals deep in, the navel will come off the ground. Good. Inhale to relax. Exhale to do the same thing. And Anita, please keep going. And you guys at home, we're going to start focusing now on coordinating the back of the legs with the abdominals. So on the breath out, you're going to feel the abdominals drawing deep in, and the knees will float off the ground. That's it. Until the legs are straight, you can feel the back of the legs working and the abdominals drawing deep in. Inhale to soften the knees down. Exhale to pull the abdominals deep in, the legs lifting. Inhale to soften down. Draw the abdominals deep in, the legs lifting. Feels okay? Great, so keep going. Let's do about 3 or 4 more. And we're going to make sure that we work the abdominals, we draw them deep in, we work the back of the legs, but I'm not saying squeeze your bum, okay? Don't try to squeeze your bottom at all. Just think about lifting the knees off the ground and working what we call under the smile of the bottom. And one more if we can. Exhale. And relax everything down. Relax your feet as well, your toes. Good. And now we're going to lift one leg off the ground, and we're going to make sure that we're not rolling the pelvis from side to side. So on the breath out, you pull the tummy deep in and lift the right leg off and bring it down. Left leg off and down. And keep going and think abdominals drawing in and down. Abdominals drawing in to stabilize the pelvis and down. And stabilizing, lifting from the back of the leg and down. And lift. And down, one more each leg, up. Down and up. And down, relax. When you're ready, push up on all fours. And we're going to do the cat that you may know. And actually come all the way forward on the mat. Thank you. Because we're going to stretch the leg back. So I'm going to add something onto that hopefully will make you really feel the abdominals. So on the breath out, please do the cat, round your back. Good. And I'm going to keep my hand here to remind you guys to keep the abdominals pulling deep in at all times. Now please stretch the right leg all the way back. Good. And maybe point your foot. That's it. And on the breath out, keep the back round and draw the right knee into your chest. That's it. And reach back. And pull the abdominals deep in, knee to chest. Good. And back. Just 2 more. In. A little slower. And in. Let's do 1 more slowly. In. And rest the knee and rest the spine. Working you? It does. Good. So, round your back. We have another leg. And stretch and hold it there. The shape of the spine is still round. The abdominals are drawing in. And exhale, suck the knee in and back. From the abdominals, in and back. 3 more. In and back. Abdominals in and back. And last one, in and back. Relax your knee and sit back and relax for a moment. Good. Why don't you put your head down and just relax. In the rest position. That's it. Relax for a moment. And we're going to finish the class against the wall. So we're going to do a couple of things, 3 things against the wall. So Anita and I will walk to the wall now. And Anita will have her back against the wall, cold wall, and step a little forward with your feet, a little bit more, and bend your knees just a little bit. Good. Stay there. And let's repeat things that we have done in other classes, the cat and the pelvic tilts. On the breath out, Anita will draw the abdominals in and round her back, the tail coming between the legs. That's it, the lower back coming into the wall. Stay there. With the next breath out, pull the tummy deeper in as if you press your belly button into the wall. And then relax the pelvis back to neutral. Just twice more. Exhale, draw the abdominals deep in. The tail goes down, the lower back comes to the wall, and then the navel goes into the wall, and then relax. Feels all right? Good. One more time. Draw the abdominals deep in. Hold. The navel goes into the wall as deep as you can, and relax back to neutral. Good. If you can, I want you to bend the knees a little bit more to the point where you start feeling the leg muscles kicking in. And we're going to hold it for 2 elevators. So we keep the pelvis neutral, we keep the spine neutral, and you just do the elevator that we've started with. Close the elevator door, lift it up and up and up. You should not feel the lower back on the wall. Elevator goes down, and open the elevator door. And again, close the door, engaging the pelvic floor. Lift, lift, lift all the way to the roof. The lower back is not against the wall. And we go down with the elevator. And then we open the elevator door. That's all. Let's do a stretch. So Anita, if you can stand like that, one hand on the wall, that's it, and bend the right knee and hold. That's it. We're going to stretch the quads. Now, because there's a lot of tightness to the front of the thigh and the quad after pregnancy, after the posture has changed so much, you would want to tilt your pelvis a lot and tighten the lower back more with the abdominals coming out. So we're going to work to reverse that. You're in the stretch and you're drawing the abdominals deep, deep, deep in. That's it. And as much as you can, keep the knees together and that right knee going back behind you as much as you can. Good. So you can see it's a bit of a fight. If you take the knee behind, you want to tilt forward. If you try to draw the abdominals in, the knee comes forward. So that's what we call opposition. Work with that opposition. Slow down the breath. And when you're ready, we're going to turn around and do the other side. The knees are together. We stand upright. Support yourself with a wall. But try to imagine what it feels like to stand on one leg. Everything working to support you. The abdominals draw deep in. The knees reaching down and back. Do you feel a good stretch? You do. Okay, fair enough. It's completely up to the individual. Some people are going to feel a great stretch and some people need to work more into the position to feel more of a stretch. Slow down the breath. Do one more breath cycle. If you need to go, all right. If you have time to stay with us for one more stretch, please do. We're going to face the wall and stretch the calves one more time. So Anita will reach the right leg behind and the left leg forward with the left knee bent. Come a little closer to the wall. That's it. Good. So you're really comfortable. So I'm going to roll the trousers up so you can see. The leg is straight, the knee is straight, and Anita will bend her left knee as much as she needs in order to find the stretch here at the back of the calf. Make sure the leg is straight. Take the opportunity to draw the abdominals in, get the shoulders down, and bend your elbows and bend your left knee as much as you need to feel the stretch. Did you find the stretch? Good. Just one more deep breath, and I need to stay there for one more sec. Guys at home, please watch the foot. Let's rotate the leg a little bit. You don't want the leg to be rotated like this, or like, can you rotate it the other way around? Like, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. But make sure that the feet are not rotating. They're straight. So swap legs for me. Good. Have a quick look at your back foot. Make sure it's not twisted out or in. It's straight. All the toes are pointing forward in one direction. And then the leg will be straight. The hips will come forward. The abdominals pull in. The elbows are wide. The shoulders are down. You're breathing in and out. Go deeper and deeper into the stretch. And that's all. Anita, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you guys so much for being with us. And we hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.